It's funny, isn't it?
Not so far.
No, darling, I mean, the things that might have happened in life but didn't because other things happened instead.
Am I going to need a bookmark for this conversation?
No. But, I mean, take you and me. Supposing we'd never met, our paths had never crossed and we'd never got married. Well, I'm sure you've never thought about this, but have you the remotest idea who you'd have married?
Yes.
No, you mean no?
No, I mean yes. I know exactly who I'd have married.
Oh, that's a lovely thought to go to sleep on, isn't it? For umpteen years I've been ironing your shirts and you'd have been perfectly happy with somebody else.
Deliriously.
Who?
June Allison.
The film star?
Yep. I think given half a chance, I could have made her a very happy woman.
Oh, I doubt it.
Why?
When she was in Hollywood making a fortune, you were on 10 quid a week in Finsbury Park. I have to be honest with you, that is not the recipe for a successful marriage.
Well, we could have worked at it.
Oh.
Now, if you don't mind, May Gray is just getting the analysis of what's going on under the corpse's fingernails.
We never talk.
We never talk. You never stop talking.
I mean, proper talk, not silly stuff about June Allison. I might tell you, I had a lot of boyfriends before you.
Well, why didn't you marry one of them? All around the £7 or £8 mark, were they? None of them on the 10 quid a week like me, huh?
No, money didn't come into it. You may not believe this, but money means nothing to me at all.
Oh, I do believe it. That's why you chuck it around like you do. Do you have anything in your bank account?
I should think so.
I should think so. Do you realise it's an offence to be in the red in this country?
Well, they were all smiles last time I was in the bank.
Those smiles may well have been smirks. I think I'm going to look at your cheque stubs in the morning.
Well, won't do you any good. I don't fill them in. Hello, Emma.
How did you know it was me?
Well, who else rings at midnight?
Oh, sorry. It's only 11 here.
How's Guy?
Fine.
Yeah, and Peter?
Fine, I suppose.
You suppose?
I hardly ever see him. He's either working late or going to an evening class.
Well, he's working hard for you, Emma, and for Guy. He wants to get on in the world, get better qualifications. That's why he's going to evening classes.
In pottery?
Pottery?
Yes. I wouldn't mind, but he never brings anything home to show for it.
Peter's taken up pottery.
That should bring the government down.
Your father's as worried as I am. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Well, what can I do? Every time I try to talk to him, he just... Oh, he's just come in. I'll have to go. Bye.
Emma, Emma? Well, now I'm worried. Emma's got a problem with Peter.
There's nothing wrong with pottery, is there?
She dropped her voice when he came in. She didn't want him to know that she was on the phone to us.
Well, I'm not surprised. Their phone bill must be enormous since we moved to France.
I'll pay that for them.
You will not.
Do you believe in pottery?
What, as a religion?
As an excuse for being out of the house. Peter's not the artistic type. He wouldn't have taken up pottery, no.
Look, he's not a liar. He's a solicitor, an upholder of the law. I mean, if he says he's been to pottery, he's been to pottery.
Yes, well, I'd like forensic to see what they can find under his fingernails.
What are you talking about?
He could be meeting some girl.
Ha! Of course! The woman he might have married if he hadn't married Emma. Oh. I remember seeing her at the wedding. She was behind a pillar in a striped apron covered in clay. Come on, Esther.
Come on, nothing. I know a cry for help when I hear it.
No, don't interfere.
No. She hasn't got us to look after her now. We're so far away. I'm going to tell that Peter exactly what for.
Hello?
Put Peter on.
This is Peter.
Ah. Got back safely from your class, did you?
Yeah?
Yes, lovely. Well, love to you all then. Nighty-night.
Wow, that's telling him.
Well, it would, yes. I know. Well, Dad and I would love to see you anyway, Emma. Look, you and Peter and Guy come over for a few days, and I'll pay for the tickets. Don't worry about that. Just choose when.
Bonjour, madame.
Oh, bonjour, Monsieur Dax and Marie-Christine. Could you just hang on a minute? Suspende a minute. This weekend, yes. Well, why not? I don't think we're doing anything. All right, I'll ring you tonight. Bye. Oh, bonjour, Monsieur
Bonjour, madame,
Dax.
bonjour.
All ready for school, Marie-Christine?
Yes, I am ready for school.
Oh, isn't that amazing? A couple of months ago, she didn't know a word, and now she's going to be top of the class.
Je comprends pas.
No? Top of the class, comprends?
Non.
No. Comme ça. The top, Marie-Christine, up to the top. Hurrah.
Ah, Mont Blanc, Alps.
No. The top. The rest of the class in the valley, but dans la vallée. But Marie-Christine, top, in English.
Top English. Ben Nevis.
Yes, well, not really, but well
Madame
done.
Phil, je suis obligé de vous rappeler que vous me devez le loyer. J'exige la somme intégrale aujourd'hui.
Pardon, I didn't understand a word of that. Marie-Christine, what does Daddy want?
The rent.
Oh, haven't we paid you?
No.
Oh, well, tell Daddy I'll write him a cheque tomorrow.
À tomorrow. Demain, dit-elle.
Tomorrow, always same. C'est comme si je parle à un mur. Madame.
Monsieur Dax.
What the hell is keeping you? I've been sitting waiting in the car for 10 minutes.
Monsieur Phil.
Bonjour. Ah, and the lovely Marie-Christine. Good morning, Marie-Christine.
Good morning, Mr. Fields.
Are you coming with us in the car to school?
Yes, Mr. Fields.
Écoute-la. She speak like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Monsieur Phil. Madame Phil.
Come on, Hester. You were just going to check the gas.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
You haven't done it?
No, the phone rang. It was Emma. Look, I've invited them for a long weekend.
I'm playing golf this weekend.
Yes, well, you still can. You just have to play more quickly.
More quickly, how would you suggest I do that?
Take fewer shots.
But that's the whole purpose of the game, isn't it?
Yes, well, good job I pointed it out to you then. Here we are. Just hold this for me, darling, will you? Oh, Monsieur Dax has asked for the rent, so I've said I'll write him a cheque tonight.
But it's not due until next week. What does he want it for now? He's money mad, that man.
Well, perhaps he's finding it hard to make ends meet.
What, a French farmer? I should cocoa. He's also the mayor. I bet he's making a fortune with backhanders.
Pas devant les enfants.
I think she understands French.
Oh, yes.
What is backhanders?
William?
Oh, you tell her. You're the teacher. In 1 minute, huh?
Backhanders. Right. Well, you know your daddy smokes cigarettes.
Yes.
Yes. When he's finished and he stubs it out, the little bit that's left, we call that a backhander.
Yesterday you said dog end.
Yes, well, language is always changing, smarty pants. Out. I still can't see them.
There they are.
Where? Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, all is not well. Guy's in a pushchair, and they're standing nowhere near each other, facing opposite directions, looking miserable. You know what this means?
What?
You're not playing golf.
That has got to be the worst car journey I've ever had. They're not even talking to one another.
Will you have it out with Peter, will you? Hi-ho.
Peter, come and sit down. Well, old chap, what's all this about you having a row with my daughter, eh?
What's it got to do with you?
Precisely. Where are my golf clubs? Ah, Emma.
All I'm doing is learning pottery every week.
Yes. Isn't that a bit odd for a solicitor? Hmm?
I thought we'd all have lunch in the other room.
Yes.
Nobody can quarrel when there's a lovely lunch. Oh, it would be such fun, all chattering round the big table.
Well, don't expect too much chattering from us. We're not speaking to each other.
Well, that can get a bit wearing by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. We've had 14 of them.
You haven't spoken for a fortnight. Oh,
How on earth do you stop a woman talking for 14 days?
Oh, no, she still talks, just not to me.
Mum, ask
ask Peter what he's done with the little suitcase, will you?
What have you done with the little suitcase?
Tell her it's in the wardrobe.
It's in the wardrobe.
No, it isn't.
She says it isn't.
It is.
It is.
It isn't.
It is! Right, just a minute. I'm not spending this whole weekend playing pass the parcel.
Look, getting irritated isn't going to help anyone, especially not Emma and Peter.
They don't need help. They need their heads knocking together.
Oh, wonderful advice. You take over when Claire Rayner's on holiday, do you?
Well, what possible use would help me when they're not even talking to each other?
They will if we ask them.
Well, ask them.
Will you speak to each other while we're having lunch?
If he apologises.
Well, will you apologise?
I've got nothing to apologise for. She started it.
Well, he says it was you started it.
Well, you can tell Peter from me that as far
Look,
as I'm
I can't
concerned,
stand a
Peter-
lunch like this. I am going on the golf course.
Oh, wonderful.
That's right, just like all men. Any excuse, you just push off out of the house.
And what if I do?
Mummy's cooked a lovely lunch.
Well, she can put it in the oven. I want some adult conversation.
Tell your father that if he goes out of that door, I'll never speak to him again.
Oui, d'accord. À bientôt. Au revoir. C'est Monsieur Fields?
Dad, it's me. We were in the cafe next door to the hypermarket.
Yes?
Well, Mum said she'd pick us up after we'd finished shopping, but there's no sign of her.
Are you and Peter talking to one another yet?
No, of course we're not. Look, I've rung home, but Mum isn't there either.
Look, she'll probably be another 10 minutes. She's probably stopped off to do something, like spending money.
No, look, you've got it wrong. Il y a un grand mistake. Je suis Madame Fields.
C'est vous, Madame Fields.
You can't arrest me, I'm English. J'ai un passeport avec la lion et le unicorn sur le cover, avec le words on y soit qui mal y pense.
What?
On y soit qui mal y pense is French, for heaven's sake.
Huh?
Oh, marvellous. I've got the only gendarme in France who doesn't speak French. Ich bin ein Engländer. Okay?
Allemand. Deutsch.
No, I'm not Dutch. No. Je voudrais téléphoner, Monsieur Fields.
Oui.
Hmm? Oh, merci. Oh, you are far too heavy-handed, you know. And you've all got guns.
So, Monsieur Fields,
Oh, hello, William. Is that you?
you've just missed Emma. Now, where are you?
I've been arrested.
Arrested? What sort of arrested?
Well, not the cardiac kind, the handcuff kind. Under Section 348 of the Penal
348?
Code.
Well, that means one of your checks must have bounced. You have been arrested for debt.
Well, that's one of the charges.
There are more?
Darling, I was standing in the kitchen and two men came in and started taking things.
Well, you mean burglars?
Well, I thought they were, but they turned out to be bailiffs.
Oh.
Yes, well, what would you do if a strange man came in and picked up your Magimix and walked away with it? I mean, I went for him.
What with?
Fury, of course. And, well, I tore his jacket and I broke a nail and it's gone right down to the quick and he keeps catching on things and it's all terrible here and nobody understands a word I was saying and I'm frightened.
All right. Now, look, I'll be with you as soon as I can. Now, where are you?
Oh, I'm at the gendarmerie in Saint-Omer.
Right, I'll be as fast as I can.
Où allez-vous, monsieur?
The police station, the gendarmerie.
Ah, bon. Come.
What?
Oh, that's my husband,
If
Sir
you
Mary.
just
Oh,
allow me-
thank heavens you're here. Oh, sort this out, will you, darling, please? Oh, I know people talk about the British police, but at least they speak English. Oh, I mean, give me a friendly Bobby any day. Never mind, you're here now. All's well that ends well. Oh, why don't you say something?
Because anything I do say may be taken down and used in evidence against me. I'm under arrest.
What for?
Speeding.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It's usually an on-the-spot fine, but I didn't have any money with me.
Oh, well, if it's just a question of money, that's all right. Look, I will write a check.
No, she won't. No, she's joking. Look, there's proof. Look, she won't write it. No, don't worry. No. I just hope it doesn't get into the papers, that's all.
Well, I hope it does. when my case comes up, the more publicity, the better.
What?
We need all the sympathy we can get. They have no sense of justice here. They do terrible things to people. Well, think of the man in the iron mask.
It's going back a bit, isn't it?
All right, what about the Richard Dreyfuss case?
Richard Dreyfuss?
Yeah, sent to Devil's Island for 40 years.
That wasn't Richard Dreyfuss. That was Dustin Hoffman.
Well, look what happened to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, just for ringing his bells. And Napoleon, poor soul, stuck on that island in the middle of the ocean till he died.
The French didn't put him there. The British did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, serve him right. Oh, Peter!
Oh.
Oh, poor things. What? I forgot all about them. I forgot to pick them up.
What have they been doing for 2 hours?
Walking home, I think.
Emma, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you rang back. I had to leave the office for 5 minutes.
Yes, well, never mind. We're all here now. Would you like a cup of tea?
We're not speaking to you.
Like some brandy, Peter?
No, thanks. Can I have a drop more wine, then?
Yes, please. Help yourself.
Can I help, Mum?
No, you go and sit on the sofa and hold hands with Peter, or whatever it is they do these days. Your dad will help me with this lot.
Oh, I'll just pop up and see if Guy's asleep.
Don't bother. He'll soon tell us if he's not.
No, look, if he wakes up, we'll look after him, OK?
Thanks.
I'm sorry I wrote those cheques. Will you ever forgive me?
I will. Don't know about the judge.
Well, perhaps it'd be better if I had one of those little plastic card things.
Look, if you're overdrawn, you don't need them. The bank must have sent you some warning letter.
No, look, just these circulars, look. It's asking me whether I want an overdraft, which I don't.
No, this is not a circular. It's telling you that you're overdrawn. You are deep in debt.
Do you think yellow would be a good colour?
For what?
Being found guilty in.
As long as it doesn't clash with your blanket.
What blanket?
The one they put over your head when they smuggle you out the back door.
Oh, don't say things like that.
No, you'll probably get off with a fine.
Well, it is my first offence.
Yeah, it's not for want of trying, though, is it? Maybe we should ask Peter's advice.
Peter the Potter? Fat lot he knows.
Well, he knows more than we do. Anyway, he's a solicitor.
Not a French one, though.
Monsieur Fields?
Ah, our local distraction, Monsieur Dax. Entrez, mon ami.
Ami, jamais. Ce chèque, no good.
Oh, bonsoir, monsieur.
Madame, enfin, monsieur. Ce chèque, no good. Je vais vous amener devant la justice. Je vais vous faire expulser.
What, we'll be deported?
What?
Expulser.
Did you give him this?
Yes, but he asked for it.
You do not bounce checks on the landlord, especially when he's the mayor.
May I?
Oh, yes.
English, go home.
Perhaps you'd like a drink. Aimez-vous un scotch?
No.
A double scotch?
No.
Things are worse than I thought.
When's this rent actually due?
First of the month.
Well, that's not till next Tuesday.
Right.
Under Article 252, that's extortion.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's the 27th today, isn't it? Monsieur, êtes-vous au courant que cet argent n'est dû qu'à mardi, que vous n'avez aucun droit de déposer avant? Ma cliente m'a indiqué qu'il y aura suffisamment de fonds pour couvrir cette somme dérisoire.
Bof.
Vous l'avez regardé. En plus, vous êtes entré chez ma cliente en réclamant de l'argent avec des menaces. That's some threatening behavior. Et si vous voulez contester, je vous emmènerai à la Hague.
La Hague?
La Hague. The International Court of Human Rights at The Hague.
No problem. Monsieur Dax.
Monsieur.
Peter, you don't speak French.
What do you mean he doesn't speak French? He just did.
You must have been learning French at evening class. No wonder you never brought any pottery home.
Well, why did you keep it a secret?
Well, it's a pretty expensive business, learning to speak French well enough to practice law in the European community.
How expensive?
£1,000.
How much?
1,000? No wonder we're broke.
No, I didn't use our money, Emma. It was my post office savings.
Oh, well, how much have you got in it?
Oh, nothing. It's just a little nest egg.
Oh, I've got myself a saint for a son-in-law.
Listen, saints we don't need. French-speaking lawyers, that's different. Oh, yeah.
in a cafe with blue umbrellas by the square.
Oh, well, I must tell her.
How long have you been able to speak French like that?
A couple of years.
So you've always known how rough mine was?
Don't worry, I won't tell Hester.
Oh, pardon. He did it, he was brilliant. I'm a free woman. Oh. I don't have to go to court. Oh, Peter was brilliant. Your father was brilliant. There isn't going to be a court case. No, Peter told the prosecutor. Well, I don't know what he told him, but he's not going to prosecute.
Oh, what a relief.
Oh.
I wasn't looking forward to everybody at home knowing I was the daughter of a criminal.
Well, you could have kept it to yourself.
You'd be surprised what gets into the local papers.
Yes, I suppose anything's news in Cockermouth. Oh, come and sit on Granny's lap. Come on. Here's my saviour.
Well done, Peter Kings. That's really great.
Thank you, it wasn't easy.
Trois cognacs, s'il vous plaît. I knew we were winning when you made him laugh. Something about Hester being released into the community, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, actually, it was a play on words. I said released into the European community.
You mean you got me off on a silly joke?
No, certainly not. What clinched it was a fine legal point.
Oh, good.
I told him you were of unsound mind.
Can I ask you a question?
Natural history, world events, sports, or miscellaneous?
Arithmetic.
Ah ha ha, the big one. Right. Page 229.
Now, what is 2,600 francs, roughly?
About 250 quid.
Right, well, that's what I need to find to balance my account.
No, you don't need to. I'll pay it.
No. I'm not having you paying for my stupidity. No. I'm working it out. Look. Now, you know that swing sofa that you were going to buy me for my birthday?
Yes.
Well, that's £200. I won't have that.
No.
All right? And you needn't take me for my birthday dinner. That's about £30.
Well,
huh?
I was thinking of taking you to Paris for the night.
Oh, no, darling, because that would be 100 at least, wouldn't it, with a hotel? So, no. 230 plus that 100, that's 330, right?
Right.
Right. Well, you just give me £330, we'll call it quits.
You should have been an accountant.
Yeah, well, there's not an awful lot to it, really, is there?
I beg your pardon?
Well, 2 plus 2 equals 4, and all was well, but... A solicitor? Well, that really takes brains, doesn't it? I mean, what about Peter standing up in the court arguing with the judge? Brilliant. Wouldn't you agree? Darling? Wouldn't you agree that a solicitor is a cut above an accountant? Hmm? Oh, come on, say something.
I may never speak to you again.
Oh, don't be so silly. You take everything so personally. Why can't you just admit that one job might take a little more brain than another? Oh, I see. Righto. 2 can play at that game, see who cracks first.
Hester. Hester, what page was I on? Hester, what page was I on?
229.
Thank you.
It comes just after 228. Have trouble with numbers, do we?
No!